SmackDown hot takes, and let's start off hot with Jelly Roll. We got DSY's marks. I just can't believe I'm liking Jelly Roll. That segment was hilarious, all thanks to Kit Wilson. Honestly, I wouldn't say all thanks to Kit Wilson. It's the fact that Jelly Roll was selling the Kit Wilson insults really made that segment. When Kit Wilson was like, when he mentioned Ozempic or that Jelly Roll was a big blob of skin, like the way Jelly sold it, that it takes two to tango, and definitely Jelly Roll was tangoing. Then we got Dio stand proud. Jelly Roll needs to make like a donut and get packaged away from the business already. This man is a joke. All right, so where do you stand in this Jelly Roll debate? Now, if you go back to my videos last year, I was like, nobody wants to see this. And gradually, I had to keep saying, okay, fine. Jelly Roll treats the business with respect, but I still don't want him in my WWE. And that's where I pretty much ended. I gave the guy his due, his props. He respected the business, and I was like, well, let this be the last time. And now Jelly Roll is back, feuding with Kit Wilson and probably the Miz, and I'm thinking he's gonna have a tag team partner at WrestleMania in Danhausen. Can you imagine Danhausen, Jelly Roll versus Miz and Kit Wilson? And let me say, like, I should be against it, but I don't think I am. I am actually being entertained by Jelly Roll right now, which is a sentence I thought I would never utter in my life. I think he's won me over. I really do. Now, I don't want him feuding with Drew McIntyre, but like, in kind of a pseudo comedy match, it worked last night. It worked last night, and I could see it working. Him and Danhausen versus Miz and Kit Wilson. It was hilarious last night. Danhausen's hot. Kit Wilson's hot. Jelly Roll brings eyes to the product. Heck, even the Miz still has his MTV fame to latch onto. This is a celebrity match worth watching, in my opinion. It's gonna kind of be like Sami Zayn and what's that guy's name? Not Steve-O, Johnny Knoxville. That was a matchup that I was like, this is gonna be lame and stupid, and it turned out to be lame and stupid, but in all the good ways. And I could see that here. I genuinely want. Oh man, I hate that I'm saying this, but I genuinely want Jelly Roll and Danhausen versus Miz and Kit Wilson. Let me know in the comments below if you want that as well, because I think this would be funny. I think this would be great. I think it could really elevate everybody here. And props to Jelly Roll. Props to Jelly Roll also for not going on Twitter and telling fans that they're stupid, they don't know what they're talking about, just shut up and enjoy the show. No, I gotta admit that I see other professional wrestlers do that all the time. You dare say something negative about them and they're gonna crash out on you. But Jelly Roll didn't. Jelly Roll didn't. All the negativity thrown his way, and guess what he just did? He just kept showing up. Heck, he even asked to lose at SummerSlam last year because he thought that was the right thing to do. Because he's not a wrestler. He asked to lose. And now Jelly Roll could probably be if Jelly Roll wanted to, he could probably say, hey, can I be in a program with Drew McIntyre? Can I be in a high profile program? And he's like choosing Kit Wilson. He's choosing Kit Wilson and the Miz. I mean, honestly, that's going to help Kit Wilson a lot. And if we have that tag team match, I said, it's going to help Danhausen a lot too. So like, Jelly Roll, you are officially a WrestleChop A-OK celebrity in my book. Now, I don't want Jelly Roll winning any titles. I definitely don't. But I would love for you to win a title, maybe this title on my shoulder. To win it, all you got to do is be a subscriber and comment below. I'm going to give away this title right here at 20,000 subscribers, and you can win it. Like I said, comment, subscribe, maybe hit that bell, ding, 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 notification, and you can win said belt. It's not a toy, people. It's a replica. All right. Tiz Mickey says, Melo and Ilya are wrestling soulmates. I've never seen them have a bad match from NXT until now. You are absolutely right there. They definitely produce high quality stuff. Very happy that Carmelo Hayes won, but I very much agree with it's OTW. I like a good US title match just as much as the next guy or gal, but they really need to give Carmelo a storyline heading into Mania. I absolutely agree with you. This might be sacrilege, but when it's all said and done, I'm going to remember the Jelly Roll Kit Wilson segment way more than the Carmelo Hayes Ilya Dragunov matchup. I'm gonna be like, yeah, they have good matches, but it's the Ozempic line from Kit Wilson. The poetry slam is gonna stand out way more. And Melo needs that. We need to start giving Carmelo Hayes storylines with his banger matches. Ilya Dragunov and Carmelo Hayes, they are wrestling soulmates. Could you imagine if there was a story attached to this? It would make it so much better. We could be like mostly invested instead of like, oh cool, that was a good match, moving on. It needs to be memorable. We need storylines. WrestleDown says, just give Trick the keys to the company at this point. Every segment he's in is a hit. Him coming out to a full entrance for a match he wasn't even in was pure gold. Although I think he missed an opportunity not having them on commentary. Oh my God, WrestleDown, you are so freaking correct here. It's like, here's another example. Trick Williams, putting splashing water on Sami Zayn and then just pointing to his cup. That's honestly going to be, I'm going to remember that way more than I'm going to remember that Ilya Dragunov and Carmelo Hayes' match. I'm going to lump all their matches together and just be like, oh, those guys have good matches. But I'm going to always remember that I just splashed water on you. Trick is so funny. I think if Trick can put a new twist on the simple act of throwing water on someone, this dude just gets it. He just gets it. He so reminds me of The Rock. That kind of stuff reminds me of The Rock when he was like, there's one time when he was with the Nation of Domination and Farouk was cutting a promo and The Rock just kept doing facial expressions, these little things that he didn't have to do. He could have just stood there, right? He could have just stood there and the segment would have been fine, but it just added so much. Trick could have just thrown the water at Sammy, but the little stuff, it's the details. The devil's in the details. Trick Williams, he needs to be top dog by SummerSlam. Major Mario says, I want to see Drew versus Nick Aldis at WrestleMania, to be honest. I think that they do have a story that would warrant it, to be honest with you. However, I do feel that it would probably be a better Backlash story right there, because we could have Drew and Jacob Fatu, a big-time matchup at Mania, and then somehow, some way, Nick Aldis gets involved, and then we could do Backlash. Because originally, Backlash, the PLE after WrestleMania, was supposed to be dealing with the aftermath of WrestleMania. So give Drew the big paycheck of Jacob Fatu, and then he deals with the aftermath of what Nick Aldis does. Jimbo Slice says, I think the cherry on top at the end of the show would have been to cut to the ring and have Randy punt kick Cardona while Aldis and security ran to break up Drew and Jacob. Actually, that would have been pretty cool. However, I think they're holding off. I think the punt kick is either it's gonna be the go home show to WrestleMania, and it's like, oh no, Cody got punt kicked. Is he okay to fight at WrestleMania? Or it's gonna be WrestleMania itself. They've been teasing this punt kick for like 2 years now, so it has to come sooner or later. But I think they're waiting for just a bigger moment. Drax JD4V. Randy literally crushes Matt's arm with a chair and the crowd chanting, one more time. It's wild. Yeah. Yesterday's video, my review, I pretty much said, like, fans do not want to boo Randy Orton at all. Nobody. I don't think anybody was booing Randy Orton. I stand by. I know there's a lot of people that are like, this is great and awesome. I stand by my assertion that they should have flipped Cody Rhodes and not Randy. Nobody wants to boo Randy. I know heel Randy is the best Randy, but just nobody wants to boo him at this point. I will also say heel Cody's the best Cody too, though. So I think it was a missed opportunity. Longneck says, anybody else love heel Randy? I do. I'm happy for heel Randy. Don't get me wrong. Like, I think Cody was the right person to flip, but like, I just love heel Randy Orton. TTJC, Danhausen taking Candace's 20 human dollars, then disappearing, and us seeing him run down the hall. Yeah, so, and I do know that people are starting to be like, how come he's not wrestling? I think they're holding off to WrestleMania, and I already told you the matchup I think is going to happen. Carmichael says, wow, I've never seen Damian Priest look that happy. I guess the rumor going around is that they didn't tell Damian Priest that they were going to win the title. So I don't know if that's true or not, but that's the rumor going around. So he was like genuinely surprised last night. The Damian Priest and R-Truth, they beat the MFTs, pinned JC Mateo, hate that name, and this also means that in his 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s, R-Truth has won a title. Shazab Hazan says, not strictly related to SmackDown, but it does seem like they're setting up the inevitable Tom Brady versus Jelly Roll clash at Saudi Mania next year. Football's fake. Eric Shook says, this SmackDown flowed perfectly. Usually it's stop and go, but this one felt a lot different. Yes, it definitely felt different. I think they should have just cut some matches short, but that's my critique every week, and we could have added even a little more segments, but it did feel like there was movement everywhere. Kid Wilk says, I couldn't stop laughing at Danhausen taking Candace's $20. So yeah, he is comedy gold. Guy, Wonder Wolf. The Viper is bipolar, so everyone needs to watch what they say around Randy. LOL. The end segment, he was totally doing everything just to trick Matt Cardona to come out there, but he is still on friendly terms with Jelly Roll, so it is, I wonder what we are doing. Like, is he like 60% heel, 40% babyface, and we're losing him more and more every week? Or is he like total heel right now? I guess we need to see him and Cody actually coexist right now, because it does seem like there is still some face tendencies in this heel Randy. Dylard says, while it wasn't necessarily good, some effort was there. The car crash, the fall off the ledge, at least they're willing to try. Thank you. I've been trying really hard to put into words how I felt about Drew and Jacob last night. Like, I felt it was an overall miss, but like, I could tell they were trying really hard, and I appreciated that. So I was like, I gave it a pass and everything. But like, I feel like the car crash, and then Jacob just coming out of the car crash and acting like it didn't affect him at all, I didn't like that. I felt like a car crash should be something serious. But the fact that they were willing to do it and try, I was like, yes, this is what we need. Let's try. Let's throw things against the wall. If it doesn't stick, it doesn't stick. Overall, I think it could have been told better, but they told something. It wasn't just two guys in the ring talking at each other. Carmichael says, Aleister Black plays a better Karrion Kross than Karrion Kross did. I don't know about that, but it is so blatant that it's like painful. It is so blatant that it's painful that Karrion Kross is literally being played by Aleister Black right now. And it's like, I feel like it distracts from Aleister Black himself. I just can't, I'm having a hard time getting over the fact that they fired some guy just to give that gimmick to Aleister Black. Because Aleister Black is very, very talented, and yet it's like, I'll get over it. I feel bad. It's not Aleister Black's fault. If I was in his position, I'd do the same thing. I'd be like, oh, you got something for me? I'll take it. And it's just very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. I wish they could have both. I wish that we could have had both of them. DS Wisemark says, Sami Zayn is getting interesting, by the way. This is coming from a Sami hater. Ooh, a Sami hater liking Sami Zayn. Crazy, right? When they actually develop a character and give him a storyline that's not just overpowering him, that you actually can enjoy said character. Dashi066 says, poor Matt Cardona. He so wanted back in WWE, and he's treated poorly as he was as Zack Ryder. Yeah. I don't really got nothing to say. It's hard. If I was Matt Cardona, I would definitely want to be in WWE even if I was a jobber, not gonna lie. And Tis Mickey says, LOL, I think the new Jade faction is the most oralist faction in WWE since the MFTs. It's like, I guess. They'll never be as oralist as, Pure Fusion Collective. But, yeah, Jade, Michin, and B-Fab are now a thing. And it's funny. I actually, on my review last night, I was like, finally there's some development in the Rhea Jade feud other than I'm the B word, you're the B word, my muscles are bigger than yours, I'm built for fighting. Just like, I was like, there's finally something happening. And then someone commented, imagine having a feud so lame that Michin and B-Fab is the reason that you're excited. They also said no disrespect for those two, but that comment's kind of like, ugh. Yeah, Rhea and Jade, while a step in the right direction last night, it definitely needs something more to it. We need to start doing something to it, because it's like, yeah, for B-Fab and Michin to be the best part of your feud is kind of like telling. I didn't even key in on that till I read it as a comment. And there you have it, boys. There you have it, gals. I appreciate every single one of you. These are your hot takes. I'll see you tomorrow. See you, bye.